Well, hello folks, how you doing? Hope you're well. You listen to my good self, Richard Lake. I've arrived here in Belgium for the Transcontinental. It's the 8th edition. Where can I start? You probably hear in the background there's no whirling of the wind blowing through. There's no traffic or anything. I've not quite started yet. Just going to set the scene. Arrived about 10 to midnight, Saturday evening, Sunday morning. Wanted to arrive much earlier, but there's lots of problems at Dover this weekend, really busy, a bit of an exodus from the UK. So didn't quite go to plan. So I was staying in an Airbnb, had to let myself in. So it's kind of got the whole house to myself, really. I had a fairly good night's sleep. So I'm looking around at the house at the moment. It's certainly not a British kind of house in the sense that the decor, British housing nowadays, it's just magnolia walls, not much character generally speaking. But here, look, there's wood panelled walls. The owner of this Airbnb, she's obviously into art. She's got lots of her own artwork on the wall. I'm actually staying above a restaurant, which is downstairs, cycling themed restaurant. So there's memorabilia, jerseys up on the walls. You can probably kind of picture it yourself what bits and bobs are down there. There's a bike at the entrance. I saw a track pump in there as well. It's obviously a popular restaurant in this area. So about 10k actually from the start in Gradisbergen. That's where it's going to be starting this evening at 10 p.m. 9:30 this morning. So it's less than 12 hours away now. Gonna have a shower soon, get my bike packed, get me ready. I'm going to cycle down there, and the bike check's 4 p.m. this afternoon. So I've got plenty of time to enjoy myself, speak to the other riders, and just have a good day. But hopefully probably if I can try and calm my nerves and my excitement, I might try and squeeze in a siesta as well. Let's just see how it goes. So let's just explain how I got here. Came through Folkestone, through the Channel Tunnel. So I've driven here. The idea is, the loose plan is when I finish in Bulgaria, in the Burgas, take the train to Sofia, catch a plane to Brussels, put the bike all back together again, because yes, I've got to take it apart, and cycle back here to Hoop, I think it's called. Anyway, it's not too far from Gradisberg, and drive home. That's the background. I know it's quite boring, but that's it's an essential part of the story is the getting here, and let's see. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm doing the fingers crossed on both hands. Even my legs are crossed down there on the table. Everything is crossed. Really remain positive. See it through to the end, no matter what. Right, I'm going to get ready, and I'll probably speak to you next from Gradisbergen. Arrived at bike check at Gradisbergen. Faint sound of wheels turning here at the bike check. It's checked out all right. I've got my cap. I'm just about ready to go actually, but can't go just yet. It is not. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got 8 hours to wait. But have a bit of a siesta, and I get ready for the race this evening. Feeling good, feeling great. It's great to see other people here arriving all the time actually. So I'm just about to head into the city and grab something to eat, because after the more getting here, I'm actually quite hungry. Arrived at the start of the Transcontinental Race. The atmosphere buzzing. There's hundreds of people gathered around, hundreds of bikes ready to go. The majestic marketplace of Gradisbergen, with the church standing prominently in the middle of the square. Lycra everywhere you look, helmets, everybody's wearing those caps with the numbers on, ready to go. We've got 35 minutes, itching to go get out there. So for me personally, I've got 4,297, give or take, kilometres. And according to Ride with GPS, which I did the route on, is about 53,000 metres of climbing. according to Komoot, it's about 9,000 less. So I'm hoping Komoot is right on this one. And yeah, 50,000 is 6 Everesting challenge, or according to Komoot anyway. According to Ride with GPS, or it's about 5 Everesting challenge, if you believe anything Komoot has to say. So hopefully, but it's going to be somewhere in between the two. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed listening to this podcast. It's going to be riding through the night. You'll probably hear from me early hours of Monday morning. Hope it's kind of painted the picture of what it's like here at the start of the Transcontinental Race. Number 8. It's been a long day. I'm going to be riding all the way through. I'm not be sleeping until into Monday evening really. I'll speak to you again soon. Well, good morning. Monday morning. Sun is on the horizon. The alarm's about to go off in 5 minutes. Managed to wake up a little bit early, just before that alarm. About 2.5 hours sleep. I decided to get a little bit of sleep. It wasn't in the original plan, but I figured, why not? It was a long day yesterday. Not a long day riding, just a long day in general. So I've got 2.5 hours sleep. Finished about 100, must be about 110k done. So I need to do 190k before 10 p.m. this evening to stay on target for 100 kilometers in this 24-hour block. So I should easily exceed that, all being well, as long as the terrain doesn't get too out of the ordinary. So let's just describe where I am right now. I'm literally off a busy-ish road of some description in the hiding away in the tall grass. A few trees around me. Luckily, that's all there is around me. There's no sign of any wildlife or anything. Just got my bike propped up against a tree, so it's probably in full view now. People probably see the bike. It's been really comfortable, actually. Comfortable night's sleep. This edition, I've got inside my bivvy, as well as the sleeping mat, I've bought a silk liner. The first time I've been using this, so I'm really impressed. In the climate out here, it's been just right. So yeah, I've better move. I've just been needing something to eat. Well, I need to move, get back on the bike, and yeah, there's brilliant sunset over there in the distance. Brilliant sunrise over there. I can see through the long grass. So yeah, I need to get moving and soak up them rays of sun. Gentle breeze, cooling down the temperatures. Lovely here in the shade. It's 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Just gone through my first off-road section even, for the middle of a field. What a route that was. It's okay, it was just a dry compacting mud, no gravel or rocks or anything like that. But it was after a big climb, and right at the top of the climb was a bench, and I saw the corner of it, and I'm like, yes. Then I got there, there's another rider already on there fast asleep. Bummer. Don't you just hate that? If you listen to this, and I bet you've been in a similar situation. Right, anyway, I think I'm going to set my alarm for maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Just have a quick power nap, because although the wind is providing some protection from the heat, I've been riding all the way through the hottest part of the day, and I think it's getting the better of me. I'm just looking at my arms at the moment, right at the very top. Still quite white, but it's different shades of red now. I'm thinking tomorrow I might have to start applying some sun cream, or keep going until the brown. Anyway, that's my randomness there. Well, hello, good morning. My day 2. Just trundling along. A busy road, which greeted me from the cornfield I slept in last night. Yeah, and it's a bit of a main road, a bit too close for comfort really, and got a good long sleep. Let's see, maybe 5.5 hours. That's quite long for these ultras. Let's hope that's made a difference. I was very pleased with my performance so far. Here's some numbers. From the start until I first slept, well actually from the first start till 24 hours later is what I meant to say, did 383 kilometres, much more in that first stint than I kind of envisaged really. Yeah, so I gave myself a pat on the back really, and had a little bit of an extended sleep. Not too much of an extended sleep, about an hour, but yeah, an hour can be quite a long time to catch up. So I just stopped at my first set of traffic lights. Oh, looks like it's going to be another hot day here in Germany. I can see a sign for Frankfurt behind me, going in the opposite direction. Blue skies, barely a cloud in the sky. Kind of a staggered junction this, so I'm kind of waiting for traffic over there to move across to there. There's a wagon and a white van on my right waiting to come out as well. All these things that are stopping me from making progress this morning. Anyway, it's been a quite adventure up to now, and yeah, the microphone and the camera, as expected, I've not seen much light of day because I'm trying to do this under race conditions, so I'm trying to make it as seamless as possible, not really interfere with my chances of finishing this race. So yeah, moving again. Oh yes, on the subject of moving again, not really mechanical. Well, it is mechanical. It's slowing me right down. Last night I had to stop for one reason or another, and my cleats are untightened, so I had to tighten those in the dead of the night, which is always good fun. Oh, into the trees. Oh, I can feel the temperature drop suddenly. That's a set the scene. Just seeing a sign for Ruper Tenden. But I'm heading towards Alsfeld. A-L-S-F-L-E-D. So I did 383. I'm not sure that number's right actually. Yes, it is, because I've gone over 400 now. I did 117 the first stint. Yesterday, you know, it's all a blur this now. 340, I think. No, possibly more than that. 370. So I should, the long and short of it really is, I should reach the first control point at sometime during today, which is in Czechoslovakia. I don't know if they call that anymore, the Czech Republic, at Krupka. I think there's a monastery or something there, not quite sure. See what it is when I get there, I guess. Anyway, that's all time away. I need to get off this main road. Talking of main roads, made several boo-boos yesterday near Gisberg or Gisben, kind of the name of the big city I was zooming in on the Garmin. Wanted me to take me up a dual carriageway, and I was like, I've got a bad feeling about this. I couldn't work out, or I turned back again. This was after previously messing around with this for this box of 4 traffic lights. I was like, there must be a way around this. I can't go that way. So I managed to get down that, crossed over a river. Further up the road, there's an A5, was like, this can't be right. You know, when you get a feeling. So to get off the bike for a little while, compose myself, side away around. So I don't want to tell you how I did it, but just use your phone. So I got around that, back en route, not too much distance lost, probably added 10k on, something like that. Just 10k more, I've got to make up somewhere else. Oh, looking down at my legs, I've never seen so dirty shorts on the fronts. The amount of salt on the seams through perspiration thus far. It's just been so warm. Never seen that at home in the UK. Must be to do with the humidity. So I've talked my way 3 kilometres down, further down this road since I started talking with you again. So I'm going to switch off, get the next thing bit done, and I'll speak to you again a little bit further up the road, as they say. So I'm literally in day 2 now. Same day as I was when I was talking to you last. Let's just get that clear. I've gone to the effort to look up and see I'm eating as well. I'll tell you about it in a second. But I actually went to the effort to find out where the hell I am. I'm probably turning it on, but I'm in Benhausen. It looks like a really touristy area. It's very up and down around here. Very picturesque. Big pine forest area. It's beautiful. So it's the afternoon. Well, 6 PM, it's getting late, pretty late on, and today I've made okay. I'm probably being a bit too hard on myself. I've made okay progress. Didn't leave till about 7:15. I had a big chunk of sleep, perhaps more than I should have done. But the way I see it, as long as I hit me sort of daily goal, my daily target which is distance led, I'm happy. So it looks like I'm going to probably do that about 3 AM in the morning. Got another 100 miles to go. My daily sort of goal or target, whatever you like to call it, is 300 kilometres a day. I'm not always going to achieve that, but hopefully majority of the days I should be able to do that. Certainly won't be doing the more mountainous areas, thinking the Alps, but yeah, on those days probably drop a little bit. Well, basically what I've done in Benhausen, just found a bench, been to the supermarket, Retag I think it's called. So on the table I did have a salami sandwich, eating it, got some cheese, a couple of bananas, I can take one of those away with me, a big chunk of melon, fruity drink, another fruity drink, and I've got some like sausage things as well. So that I can take those up with me and eat those on the move, kind of thing. So I needed to have a kind of a meaningful meal. Feel like a borderline today, not quite eating enough of the right kinds of things. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave this podcast here and tuck in and eat, then get moving. So I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of me out on my bike during the Transcontinental Road Race. I hope it gives you a bit of an insight into what you can expect if you was to have a go yourself. Yeah, having targets for days, you know, how meeting those targets, are they realistic? You're probably going to find out more about that as this time goes on. Anyway, I'll leave it here. I shall see you in the next one. Don't forget to join me and check it out. Any questions? Hit them down below. See you later. Bye bye.